Hello friends, let's continue with problem set 3. We are in sum number 10. Now sum number 10 says that we are supposed to prove that seg CP is congruent to seg CQ. Seg CP is congruent to seg CQ. Now to prove seg CP congruent to CQ, there are only two steps. The first step is to show PT is congruent to TQ, and then the two triangles, congruency of two triangles. So right, first step is to show seg PT congruent to TQ, bracket में लिखो property of parallel intercepts made by three parallel lines, and write second step triangle CPT congruent to triangle CQT, congruency of triangles corresponding side of congruent triangle. So only there are two steps. So first step is the property of intercepts made by three parallel lines. So let us begin. Now I will write proof. In this proof I will write seg AP is perpendicular to line PQ. This is given. Seg BQ is perpendicular to line PQ. This is also given. And seg CT is perpendicular to line PQ. Reason tangent theorem. Reason tangent theorem. Is this clear? Is this clear? This is perpendicular given, this is perpendicular given, this is perpendicular, tangent theorem. Now all the three segments are perpendicular to a same line. तीनों सेगमेंट एक लाइन पे परपेंडिकुलर है. ये फ्लोर है. यहां पे मैंने क्या किया, यहां पे मैंने एक ऐसा परपेंडिकुलर बनाया, दूसरा खंबा परपेंडिकुलर बनाया, तीसरा खंबा परपेंडिकुलर बनाया. दैट मींस ये तीन खंबे जो रहेंगे ना, दे विल बी पैरेलल टू ईच अदर. व्हाई दे विल बी पैरेलल टू ईच अदर? बिकॉज दे आर परपेंडिकुलर्स ड्रॉन ऑन द सेम लाइन. इज दिस क्लियर? सो आई कैन राइट therefore seg AP is parallel to seg CT is parallel to seg BQ. Reason perpendiculars drawn on the same line are parallel to each other. Perpendiculars drawn to the same line are parallel to each other. So these will be parallels. So all these three are parallel. That means I can write, therefore, by property of intercepts made by three parallel lines. What is the property of intercepts made by three parallel lines? If this is parallel to this is parallel to this, therefore PT upon TQ is equal to AC upon BC. PT upon TQ is equal to AC upon BC. Now when you see the diagram, you can find that AC and BC are the radius. अरे बराबर है. So I will write but AC is equal to BC is equal to radius R, radii of circle. Therefore PT upon TQ is equal to AC और BC R है ना, तो R upon R. Therefore PT upon TQ is equal to 1 upon 1. TQ नीचू तो उधर ऊंचू. Therefore PT is equal to TQ. PT is equal to TQ. My first step is clear. PT is equal to TQ. My second step, in triangle CPT and triangles BQT. दो ट्राइंगल ले लेते हैं, CPT BQT. Seg PT is congruent to seg TQ. Proved above. अभी प्रूव किया गरम. Next, angle CTP is congruent to CTQ, each 90, and seg CT is congruent to seg CT, common side. Therefore triangle CPT is congruent to triangle BQT by कौन सा टेस्ट? SAS टेस्ट. कौन सा टेस्ट? SA SAS test. Therefore, seg CP is congruent to seg CQ, corresponding side of congruent triangle. शायद यही प्रूव करना है. फर्स्ट पार्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सेकेंड पार्ट इज नॉट दैट इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि एक बार PT और TQ इक्वल तुमने बता दिया ना, देन कॉन्ग्रुएंसी करके यू कैन शो दैट CP इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट CQ. अरे समझ में आ रहा है क्या? CP इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट CQ. क्लियर है क्या? दिस इज सम नंबर 14. Here measure angle POR is given as 70 degrees. Arc RS is given as 80 degrees. We are supposed to find measure arc PR, QS and QSR. चलो, measure angle POR is equal to measure arc PR is equal to Schatter reason central angle is congruent to its corresponding arc. If this is a central angle, then that central angle will be congruent to the corresponding arc. So if this is 70, तो ये भी 70 रहेगा. Angle 4 is congruent to measure arc PR is equal to 70 degrees. ये 70 है तो ये भी 70. Any props? No props. आगे चलते हैं. Next, we are supposed to find measure arc QS. To find QS, we need to find PQ. How to find PQ? See how to find PQ. Chord RS is congruent to chord PQ. Therefore, measure arc RS is equal to measure arc PQ. If chords are congruent, then arcs are also congruent. If chords are congruent, then arcs are also congruent. If chords are congruent, then arcs are also congruent. If chords are congruent, then arcs are also congruent. So if chords are congruent, then arcs are equal. Reason, arcs associated with congruent chords. मतलब अगर कॉर्ड कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो आर्क भी कॉन्ग्रुएंट है. तो अगर ये 80 है तो therefore measure arc PQ is equal to 80 degrees. Clear. Now 1 2 3 4 गणपतीचा जय जयकार. 4 एंगल, 4 आर्क. The total of all the 4 arcs will be 360. Measure arc PQ plus measure arc PR plus measure arc RS plus measure arc QS is equal to 360 degrees. Reason, measure of arc of circle. PQ कितना है? 80. ये कितना है? 76. ये कितना है? 80. QS मालूम है क्या? नहीं. Total 360. Therefore measure arc QS is equal to 360 minus 80 plus 70 is 150 plus 80 is 230. Therefore measure arc QS is equal to 130 degrees. So this is 130 degrees. Any props? No props. चारों आर्क का टोटल 360. 3 आर्क दिया तो चौथा आर्क मिल गया. Easy. Next we are supposed to find measure arc QSR. Measure arc QSR is equal to measure arc QS plus measure arc RS. Arc addition property लिखो. 130 plus 80 that is equal to 210 degrees. Measure arc QSR. Easy था. Okay. This is sum number 17. We are supposed to show that chord EG is congruent to chord FH. EG is congruent to FH. ये प्रूव करना है. दिया नहीं है डायरेक्टली, मैं कॉन्ग्रुएंट मार्क कर रहा हूँ. So we are supposed to prove that. It is given that. चलो let's start with the proof. It is given that chord EF is parallel to chord GH. Reason given. When the chords are parallel, when the lines are parallel, then there are alternate angles, there are corresponding angles, and the interior angles are supplementary. So यहाँ पे alternate angle है. देखो Z बनता है जीन का Z बनता है. देखो बराबर है ना. Therefore angle EFG is congruent to angle HGF -1 reason alternate angles. Reason alternate angles. So these two angles are congruent. These two angles are congruent. These two angles are congruent. Okay, okay, यहां तक क्लियर है? यहां तक क्लियर है कि ये दो एंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट है, ये दो एंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट है। आगे चलते हैं। दिस इज -1 एंगल EFG. EFG is formed on the circle. When an angle is formed on the circle, when the vertex of the angle lies on the circle, then that angle is called as a Khuni angle. It is called what? Khuni angle. In English, it is called as an inscribed angle. कौन सा angle? Inscribed angle. Now, what is the property of the inscribed angle? It is half the measure of the intercepted arc. So it is half measure arc EG. It is half measure arc EG dash to reason inscribed angle theorem. अरे बराबर है। Similarly, measure angle HGF. This angle is also an inscribed angle. It is half measure arc FH dash 3 reason inscribed angle theorem. So this angle is also an inscribed angle. खूनी एंगल है, उसके हाथों से खून हुआ है। देखो ना कौन सा खून हुआ है? FH का खून हुआ है। अरे बराबर है dash 3. So from 1, 2 and 3 EFG is congruent GF. दोनों congruent है, तो ये दोनों भी congruent रहेंगे। So half measure arc EG is equal to half measure arc FH. हाफ कैंसिल कर दो। मेजर आर्क EG is equal to measure arc FH. If arcs are equal, then the chords associated to that are also equal. अगर ये arc और ये arc equal है, तो ये chords भी equal है। Therefore, chord EG is congruent to chord FH. Reason chords associated with congruent arcs. शायद यही प्रूव करना है। This is sum number 19, last sum of today's video. We are supposed to show that sec EA is congruent to sec AB. EA is congruent to sec AB. It is given that C and D are the centers of the circle. C is the center of the smaller circle. D is the center of the larger circle. अरे समझ में आ रहा है क्या? That means I will write proof. I can write E dash C dash D, theorem of circles touching internally. Theorem बोलती है कि when the circles touch internally, the centers and the point of contact are collinear. अरे बराबर है। आगे चलते हैं। I will write in the smaller circle or the circle with center C. I can write sec ED is a diameter. 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 So this is a diameter. If it is a diameter, then this angle will be 90 degrees. This angle will be 90 degrees because there are two reasons. A diameter subtends a right angle at any point of the circle. The first reason. The second reason you can write is the angle inscribed in a semicircle is a right angle. तो कुछ भी लिख सकते हो because ED is a diameter, so this becomes a semicircle. और semicircle के अंदर अगर एक angle inscribed होता है semicircle के अंदर, then that angle is a right angle. So I can write angle DAE die is equal to 90 degrees. Angle inscribed in a semicircle is a right angle. अरे बराबर है। तो ये 90 डिग्री है। आगे चलते हैं। In the larger circle में sec DA is perpendicular to chord BE. Sec DA is perpendicular to chord BE. ये 90 डिग्री है ना, तो sec DA BE से परपेंडिकुलर है। Theorem says that a perpendicular from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. एक परपेंडिकुलर अगर सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल से कॉर्ड पे रहता है, इट बाइसेक्ट्स द कॉर्ड. दैट मींस सेग EA इज इक्वल टू सेग AB. शायद यही क्यों करना है, इसने बाइसेक्ट कर दिया तो ये और ये कॉन्ग्रुएंट है. इजी है. दो स्टेप. पहला डायमीटर प्रॉपर्टी, एंगल इंसिडेंट टू सेमी सर्कल इज राइट एंगल प्रॉपर्टी. सेकंड, अ परपेंडिकुलर फ्रॉम द सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल टू द कॉर्ड बाइसेक्ट्स द कॉर्ड बाय हार्ट. ये बाय हार्ट करेंगे तो ही होगा, नहीं तो नहीं होगा. ओके, थैंक यू, बाय बाय.